An exercise in thirds in C major. So this exercise is really good for coordination, and you really got to think about it. And the reason that it's called an exercise in thirds is that, well, let me explain. First of all, take a screenshot of the first two measures. Okay, you're ascending or you're going up, and then you're descending, you're going down. So, got to really understand a little bit of music theory, and this is what we have. When you're making a major chord, say we're making C major, they're really in triads. That means you're playing the first, the third, and the fifth. So on the back here, I wrote out all the notes of a C major. There's no sharps and flats. There's 8 notes in the scale. The first and the 8th one are an octave apart. So you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So the first, the third, and the first, and the third, and the fifth. Some of you have seen this before. The 1 is a C. Okay. The third is an E. Okay. So we're going to the thirds. Put the notes out here. We're playing the C and then an E. So it's going, you're going up in thirds. And then you go back down to the second. So and then you see the relationship between the first two notes. Once again, the C and the E. Well, C, D, E. C's the first, D's the second, E's the third. So you're going up in thirds, C and E. First and third. So you can use this for any key in the 12 tones of Western music, okay? Whether it's a flat key or a sharp key or, major and minors. That's how that works, okay? So you're playing, in this particular case, we're in the key of C, C major. We go from a C to the E, back down to a D. And then from that D, you're going to an F. And the relationship between a D and F is D, E, F. But those are the notes that are in the key of C. If you were to make a chord in the key of D major, you'd have an key of D major, you'd have an F sharp. So we're not going to worry about that, but understand that's why it's going up in thirds. Oh. So it's a really cool exercise to play. And then you want to go backwards as well. Make sure that you use that fingering. That's the best fingering. Work this out so you can do as least amount of movement as possible. Because that's what you basically want. You want to move your fingers as little as possible. You want to be in the position. It's a wonderful exercise, so you can also modulate and go up to D. So I'm in D. So you're going to say, well, how can I modulate? Once you memorize that finger pattern, okay, and you know what strings to go up, then you'll be able to do it. So it's a great exercise to learn. It's a good warm-up, and it's going to give you a wonderful foundation of fundamentals. There's so many fundamentals to learn. I know they can become overwhelming, but you learn a little bit at a time, and it will make your playing better. I had a mentor teacher. This guy played with the Platters, second generation Platters from like 71 to 74. He was 19 years old and he got the gig. And I said, "How'd you get so good?" He goes, "Well, I did take lessons. Not everybody needs to take lessons. There's a lot of players who haven't that pick things up with other people. But he said, I reached a point that I just really applied myself into the theory of music, and it made me understand things better. Than I understand what I was doing it, why I'm doing it. So, and if you know, there's a lot of players that don't know the theory that are very good. I'm not saying it's 100% necessary, but for this player, I can only really speak for myself and for other players who have related to me that theory was so important in their guitar playing lives. But it's been really important to me, so I cannot overemphasize the importance of theory. So if you want to learn some theory, when you come to the right channel, please check out my other videos, and if you like them, please subscribe. We'll get more stuff out to you guys. So keep playing and have fun.